Hello, welcome to the weekly highlights program on Azərbaycan Television with the major developments of the week. I'm your host, İlham Məmmədov. Now first, let's take a brief look at some of the top stories of this week. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham attended the official opening ceremony of Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week held in the capital of the United Arab Emirates. As part of his visit to Davos, President İlham was interviewed by China's China Global Television Network TV channel. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham attended the official opening ceremony of Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week held in the capital of the United Arab Emirates. On January 16th, the official opening ceremony of the Sustainability Week took place in the capital of the United Arab Emirates, Abu Dhabi. President İlham attended the event. Speaking at the event, UAE Minister of Industry and Advanced Technology Sultan bin Ahmed Al Jaber touched on the UAE sustainability policy and projects implemented in this direction. Then the head of state delivered a speech. Afterwards, a presentation ceremony of Zayed Sustainability Award took place. President İlham completed his working visit to the UAE on January 16th. Within the framework of his visit to attend the annual meeting of the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, President İlham met with Chief Executive Officer and shareholder of the Dutch Damen Shipyards Group, Arno Damen, in Davos.
During the conversation, the head of state's previous meeting with Arno Damen was recalled. Arno Damen said that they have started the implementation of projects in Azerbaijan and highlighted the work done. President İlham hailed the fact that Damen Shipyards Group has recently started implementing projects in Azerbaijan. The sides emphasized that there are good opportunities for the company to do a wider scope of work in Azerbaijan. Noting that Azerbaijan has become an important transit country, the head of state pointed out that the volume of cargo passing through the territory of the country has increased by 75%. President İlham stated that taking into account all that, there is a need to increase the number of new tankers, dry cargo ships and ferries in Azerbaijan. The head of state underlined that there is also a good potential for cooperation with Damen Shipyards Group in this field. They also discussed the issues related to the possibility of manufacturing various ships for the Azerbaijan naval forces.
President İlham also had a meeting with Guy Diedrich, Vice President for Global Innovations of Cisco, in Davos.
During the meeting, the sides hailed the long-term successful cooperation between Azerbaijan and Cisco. Guy Diedrich said that they implemented a digitalization project in one of the schools in Azerbaijan. During the conversation, it was emphasized that this project is planned to cover hundreds of schools in Azerbaijan. President İlham noted that the Smart City and Smart Village projects have been successfully implemented in the Engilan district and stressed that these works are also planned to be carried out in other territories liberated from occupation. The head of state expressed his gratitude for the report on the Smart City structure of Azerbaijan prepared by Cisco. During the conversation, the sides talked about the application of Cisco technologies in water resources management in Azerbaijan and discussed prospects for cooperation in the fields of education and cybersecurity.
President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham met with Executive Chairman of Fortescue Future Industries, Andrew Forrest, on the sidelines of the World Economic Forum.
At the meeting, it was reported that in the memorandum signed last month between the Ministry of Energy of Azerbaijan and Fortescue Future Industries Company, the implementation of the project on the production of 12,000 megawatts of wind and solar energy in our country is envisaged. At the same time, the importance of signing the agreement on strategic partnership in the field of green energy development and transmission between the governments of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Georgia, Romania and Hungary and Bucharest was also emphasized. The importance of delivering the green energy produced in Azerbaijan to the European market in the future through this project was noted. During the conversation, the importance of cooperation in the implementation of the project on the production of hydrogen, including green hydrogen in Azerbaijan, was emphasized. It was reported that the memorandums of understanding and agreements signed by Azerbaijan with international energy companies will enable our country to produce up to 22,000 megawatts of wind and solar energy. The production of 12,000 megawatts of that energy is planned to be carried out by SOCAR and Fortescue Future Industries. During the conversation, it was emphasized emphasized that there is a favorable investment environment in Azerbaijan. At the meeting, it was noted that our country has a rich renewable energy potential, and views were exchanged on the prospects of cooperation.
As part of his visit to Davos, President Ilham Aliyev was interviewed by China's China Global Television Network TV channel. In his interview, the head of state pointed to development of energy sector in various areas of Azerbaijan's economy, global energy and infrastructure projects implemented by Azerbaijan, the Azerbaijan-China successful bilateral relations, in particular, the full support of President Xi Jinping's initiatives regarding the Middle Corridor, and bilateral cooperation in the field of energy, agriculture and high technologies. Speaking about Azerbaijan's involvement in the One Belt, One Road initiative, President Ilham Aliyev said Azerbaijan, being a landlocked country, became an international logistic and transport center, and that the North-West route is yet another successfully developing global project. All the countries on the route are already benefiting from it, and the transit over Azerbaijan increased by 75% last year. The head of our state said that during his presidency over 20 years, all that he said was done, all projects, programs were implemented. I can take responsibility for almost every word I have said during my presidency, and one of the biggest results achieved by our nation was the liberation of the occupied territories 2 years ago. It was also a historical achievement, perhaps the most important historical achievement, said President Ilham Aliyev, noting that in the challenging world of today, Azerbaijan's policy has always been based on cooperation. The head of state added that success can only be achieved through cooperation. The more you give, the more you help, the more you get. This kind of cooperation and leadership is imperative. In conclusion, President Ilham Aliyev congratulated Chinese people on the occasion of the Chinese New Year and wished them peace, prosperity and success. As Azerbaijan, we are your friend and partner. I'm sure that China will continue to achieve success in its economic and social development, and the Middle Corridor project that will connect us will be successfully implemented, said President Ilham Aliyev. On January 18th, President of Azerbaijan Ilham Aliyev met with President of Global Affairs at the Goldman Sachs Group Incorporation, Jared Cohen, in Davos.
The successful continuation of cooperation of the Goldman Sachs Group Incorporation with the Central Bank of Azerbaijan and the State Oil Fund was emphasized at the meeting. The Goldman Sachs Group Incorporation is an American international investment banking and financial company headquartered in New York. Operating in more than 70 countries, the company's revenues in 2021 amounted to $59.4 billion and net income was $21.6 billion.
President Ilham Aliyev met with Chief Executive Officer of Chromatics SA, Rafiq Hambali, on the sidelines of the World Economic Forum.
During the meeting, the sites touched upon the activities and products of Chromatics SA as well as the energy production with the application of new technologies in Azerbaijan. It was noted that the company produces technologies that allow the use of classes of building facades, solar panels, through special technologies and coatings. Taking into account the importance of sustainable energy supply in Azerbaijan, particularly the fact that the territories liberated from occupation have been announced as Green Energy Zone, the sides exchanged views on the use of those technologies in buildings and constructions in the country. Rafiq Hambali informed the head of state about the plans of Chromatics SA to establish an enterprise in Azerbaijan, especially in the Alat Free Economic Zone. As a pilot project, the importance of the project plan to be implemented by Chromatics SA regarding the cladding of a school building in Jabril district was noted. It was emphasized that it's planned to apply these in other schools in the future. Saying that he supports the planned projects of the company in Azerbaijan, President Ilham Aliyev highlighted the opportunities for economic development in the country, as well as the current conditions for access to domestic market and other markets in the region. During the meeting, it was noted that the foundation of cooperation was laid between Chromatics SA and the State Committee for Urban Planning and Architecture of Azerbaijan. President Ilham Aliyev invited Rafiq Hambali to visit Azerbaijan, including the territories liberated from occupation. The invitation was accepted with gratitude.
President Ilham Aliyev also met with Chief Executive Officer of Signify, Eric Rondola, in Davos. Eric Rondola informed the head of state about the progress and prospects of the projects implemented in Azerbaijan, included in the territories liberated from occupation, the cities of Shusha and Ardam. President Ilham Aliyev hailed the activity of Signify in Azerbaijan and especially noted that the lighting systems of more than 11 cities, including Baku, Sumgayit, Ganja, have already been implemented through smart projects and smart solutions. The head of state described this as one of Azerbaijan's serious steps towards supporting green energy policy in recent years. It was noted that electricity consumption will be seriously saved as a result of these new technologies. Chief Executive Officer of Signify pointed out that all the cities will be managed from a single center through an intelligent system with a service installed in Azerbaijan. He said that this will create an opportunity for Azerbaijan to save additional energy. Eric Rondola also informed President Ilham Aliyev of the facade lighting that will be implemented in Baku, the lighting of the TV tower in Shusha, and the projects that will be implemented in the agricultural sector. He underlined that the implementation of projects in the agricultural sector has already started. This will lead to more than twofold increase in productivity in greenhouses. Energy consumption will be significantly saved, which is of particular importance in terms of supporting business. Then, the head of state stressed the importance of these projects and emphasized that it is appropriate to continue the cooperation between Signify and the relevant authorities of Azerbaijan. The head of our state met with President and Chief Executive Officer of Carlsberg Group, set hard on the sidelines of the World Economic Forum.
During the meeting, the parties held the activities of Carlsberg Group in Azerbaijan. The sides emphasized the positive impact of economic reforms carried out in Azerbaijan on the business environment. It was noted that the company has localized 100% of barley processing in Azerbaijan, and the localization of malt processing will be brought to 100% in the near future. During the conversation, the sides stressed that a new malt processing plant will be launched in Azerbaijan in 2024, pointing out plans for making new investments in the country. Kastad expressed his gratitude to President Ilham Aliyev for his support for the activities of Carlsberg Group in Azerbaijan.
On January 18th, President Ilham Aliyev also met with President of the Republic of Lithuania, Gitanas Nausėda, in Davos. During the meeting, Lithuanian President Gitanas Nausėda recalled with pleasure his visit to Azerbaijan last year, noting that during the visit they held broad discussions with President Ilham Aliyev on the development of bilateral relations between the two countries. President Gitanas Nausėda invited President Ilham Aliyev to visit Lithuania. President Ilham Aliyev accepted the invitation with pleasure and emphasized the importance of the Lithuanian president's visit to Azerbaijan. During the conversation, the sides exchanged views on regional issues, the normalization of relations between Armenia and Azerbaijan, negotiations on a peace agreement, as well as the developments taking place on the Lachin-Khankendi road. The head of state noted that Armenia is engaged in manipulation of the events on the Lachin road in order to mislead the international community and is alleging based on false information that the road is closed. President Ilham Aliyev said that the road is open for the passage of civilians and civilian goods, as well as the free movement of humanitarian goods has been ensured via the International Committee of the Red Cross. President Ilham Aliyev stressed the importance of putting an end to the illegal exploitation of Azerbaijan's natural resources in the territories of the country, where the Russian peacekeeping contingent is temporarily deployed, and withdrawal of criminal elements from the area. Azerbaijani president noted that Armenia has been using the Lachin road for the transportation of mines, ammunition and personnel over more than past 2 years. During the meeting, the sides also exchanged views on the relations between Azerbaijan and the European Union. They underlined the importance of the European Union Azerbaijan-Armenia trilateral format organized with the support of President of the European Council Charles Michel in terms of advancing the peace agenda between Azerbaijan and Armenia. During the conversation, the sides highlighted the important role of Azerbaijan in energy security of Europe. In this regard, they noted the importance of the agreement in the field of green energy development and transmission between Azerbaijan, Georgia, Romania and Hungary signed in Bucharest in December of last year. This week, the head of our state met with Chief Executive Officer of BP, Bernard Looney, as part of his visit to Davos, Switzerland.
During the meeting, the sides held BP's long-term activity in Azerbaijan. They discussed the transition of energy projects of Azerbaijan to a new stage, increase of gas volume, active participation of BP in renewable energy projects, expansion of existing projects. Bernard Looney expressed his gratitude to President Ilham Aliyev for the long-term strategic cooperation. The CEO of BP congratulated President Ilham Aliyev on the great achievements as well as rapid development processes in Azerbaijan, emphasizing the importance of Azerbaijan's successes amidst the great financial difficulties facing the world. Bernard Looney also pointed out the large-scale works carried out in the field of construction infrastructure in the liberated territories. Bernard Looney expressed his confidence that the achievements gained in Azerbaijan are the beginning of great development processes.
The head of our state also met with Executive Director of the United Nations Human Settlements Program, Maimouna Mohd-Sharif. In the course of the meeting, President Ilham Aliyev recalled the meetings with Maimouna Mohd-Sharif held in Baku and Aghdam during the National Urban Forum. Recalling with satisfaction her visit to Azerbaijan, Maimouna Mohd-Sharif expressed her gratitude for our country for the support extended to the activity of the UN Human Settlements Program. She noted that currently Azerbaijan is the leading state among the world countries in terms of voluntary financial assistance to the UN Habitat Program. The head of our state said that Azerbaijan supports the goals and mission of the UN Settlements Program and added that the UN Habitat Program implements a very important mission on a global scale, and Azerbaijan would continue to support this organization. Maimouna Mohd-Sharif said that Azerbaijan's experience in urban planning was interesting for the world countries. During the course of the conversation, the sides exchanged views on further development of cooperation between the UN Human Settlements Program and Azerbaijan and the holding of the next National Urban Forum. On January 18th, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, met with President of the Republic of Latvia, Egils Levits, in Davos. As part of the meeting, President Ilham Aliyev recalled with satisfaction his visits to Latvia and invited President Egils Levits to Azerbaijan. Accepting the invitation with satisfaction, President Egils Levits said that Azerbaijan was a very reliable partner for Latvia. During the course of the conversation, the sides touched on the Azerbaijan-EU relations. It was stressed that Latvia always supported Azerbaijan's relations with the EU. Also, the role of Azerbaijan in European energy security and meeting the demand for gas was highly assessed. It was noted that Azerbaijan's opportunities to export electricity to Europe will be increased, and the importance of the agreement signed in Bucharest in December of last year on the development and transmission of green energy between Azerbaijan, Georgia, Romania, and Hungary was underlined. During the conversation, the important role of Azerbaijan as a country located on the Middle Corridor in the implementation of important transportation projects between the Central Asia and EU was emphasized. President of Latvia specifically underlined President Ilham Aliyev's activity as the chair of the non-aligned movement. President Egils Levits said that Azerbaijan came up with several initiatives during its chairmanship in NUM and particularly underlined its activity in the fight against COVID-19. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, met with First Vice President of the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, Jürgen Richtering, in Davos.
They hailed the successful cooperation between Azerbaijan and the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development and emphasized that the bank participates in important projects in the country. The sides noted the contribution of the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development to the realization of the Southern Gas Corridor. During the conversation, they exchanged views on prospective priorities, including cooperation in the fields of transport, logistics, information technologies, and renewable energy.
President Ilham Aliyev met with founder and chairman of the Adani Group, Gautam Adani, in Davos.
During the meeting, the sides emphasized that Azerbaijan is the initiator of the East-West and North-South transport corridors and one of the key transport logistics hubs, and discussed prospects for cooperation in this regard. The sides also noted the special importance of the Middle Corridor passing through the territory of Azerbaijan within the context of the East-West transport corridor. Gautam Adani said that the company has extensive experience in the fields of port management, transport and transportation in India, in different regions of the world, and has made direct investments in these fields in several countries across the world. During the conversation, the sides exchanged views on Azerbaijan's attractiveness for foreign direct investments, the development of the country's economy, and the prospects for cooperation with Adani Group in petrochemical, mining, metallurgical industry, and other areas of mutual interest. The sides agreed to organize reciprocal visits of delegations and hold broad discussions on future cooperation.
President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, met with Prime Minister of Montenegro, Dritan Abazovic, as part of his visit to the Swiss Confederation.
During the meetings, the sides noted that Azerbaijan and Montenegro enjoy friendly relations. They exchanged views on issues of cooperation between the two countries in the fields of tourism, investments, and energy. The head of state highlighted the situation in the South Caucasus region, saying that Armenia conducts propaganda against Azerbaijan in a number of international institutions based on false information. President Ilham Aliyev also informed the Prime Minister of Montenegro about the situation on the Lachin-Khankendi road in the territory of Azerbaijan. Dritan Abazovic pointed out that Montenegro always considered Azerbaijan a friendly country. The Prime Minister said that Montenegro is interested in developing cooperation with Azerbaijan in all areas.
This week, the head of state met with Executive Chairman of the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, in Davos.
The sides hailed the successful cooperation between Azerbaijan and the World Economic Forum, adding that both sides attach great importance to this cooperation. Klaus Schwab praised the fact that Azerbaijan joined the new initiative of the World Economic Forum, including new projects in the field of the Fourth Industrial Revolution. The successful activity of the Center for the Fourth Industrial Revolution, initiated by President Ilham Aliyev in Azerbaijan, was hailed. They underlined that this contributed to the further expansion of various aspects of cooperation with the Davos Economic Forum. Klaus Schwab lauded Azerbaijan's contribution to ensuring Europe's energy security. During the conversations, they exchanged views on other issues of mutual interest.
On the sidelines of the World Economic Forum in Davos, President Ilham Aliyev met with EU Commissioner for Budget and Administration, Johannes Hahn.
During the meeting, the sides noted the role of Azerbaijan in increasing the importance of the East-West transport corridor and on this basis the Middle Corridor. President Ilham Aliyev highlighted the works carried out so far to establish and develop transport and logistics infrastructure in Azerbaijan. It was emphasized that Azerbaijan continues its efforts aimed at increasing the transit capacity for the transportation of goods through its territory. During the conversations, the sides discussed issues of cooperation on the field of energy, as well as hailed Azerbaijan's contribution to ensuring Europe's energy security. It was noted that works are underway in Azerbaijan to transport additional volumes to the European energy market. During the meeting, the sides exchanged views on the prospects of cooperation between Azerbaijan and the European Union in various areas.
President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, attended a plenary meeting on Eurasia's Middle Corridor from Passway to Highway, held as part of the World Economic Forum in Davos. The head of state responded to the questions of the moderator.
I think one of the advantages of the Middle Corridor is that the countries which are involved in this huge project have good relations between themselves. I think this is one of the main prerequisites for success in any multinational initiative. Azerbaijan has excellent relations with its neighbors to the west, Georgia and Turkey, and to the east, Central Asia. And being a kind of a natural geographical bridge between east and west, we invested largely into transportation infrastructure in the previous years. And actually, all the necessary infrastructure facilities in Azerbaijan are ready to receive more cargoes. Our seaport, which has a capacity of 15 million tons, will be expanded, and already is a budget allocated for that, up to 25 million tons, because we expect a growing number of cargoes for particular reasons which you mentioned, the difficulties of transportation through traditional northern route. We already have seen the diversion of a large number of cargoes from Central Asia, and this is only the beginning.
President Ilham Aliyev met with Prime Minister of the Republic of Croatia, Andrej Plenković, as part of his visit to Davos, the Swiss Confederation.
President Ilham Aliyev invited the Croatian Premier to Azerbaijan. The Prime Minister kindly accepted the invitation. The discussion focused on the demining cooperation. The sides emphasized the mine removing experience of Croatia, the country also contaminated by mines. The head of state said Armenia had planted great number of mines in the territory of Azerbaijan during 30 years of occupation and underscored that some 300 Azerbaijan citizens had been killed and wounded by mines since the end of the military operations, November 10, 2020. He added that the Azerbaijan Mine Action Agency had implemented large-scale mine clearance operations. According to the president, Azerbaijan cooperates with Croatia in mine removing and purchased a variety of demining equipment from the Croatian companies. The sides underscored the importance of deepening mine clearance cooperation. The parties also touched upon the energy cooperation, in particular Azerbaijan-EU Strategic Energy Partnership. They also highlighted Azerbaijan's continued efforts to increase gas exports to the European energy market. The sides exchanged their views on other issues of mutual interest.
President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, met with Prime Minister of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, Mark Rutte, in Davos.
The sides hailed the development of economic cooperation between Azerbaijan and the Netherlands, and in this regard emphasized that Dutch companies are closely involved in the implementation of various projects in Azerbaijan. Praising Azerbaijan's contribution to ensuring the European Union's energy security and its role in supplying gas to European countries, Mark Rutte expressed his gratitude for this. During the conversation, they noted the increasing importance of the East-West transport corridor and the Middle Corridor, which is a part of it, and exchanged views on the regional issues. The head of state gave information about the normalization of Armenia-Azerbaijan relations and the process of negotiations on a peace treaty between the two countries. The President of Azerbaijan stressed the importance of the negotiation process conducted with the support of President of the European Council, Charles Michel, adding that his country is ready to continue the negotiations as part of this process. President Ilham highlighted the recent developments on the Lachin-Khankendi road of Azerbaijan, noted that Armenia is spreading false information about the alleged blockade of the road and is trying to confuse the international community. The head of state said that the illegal exploitation of the natural resources of Azerbaijan in the areas where the Russian peacekeeping forces are temporarily stationed has caused the rightful dissatisfaction of the Azerbaijani public and civil society organizations. It was noted that the free passage of Russian peacekeepers, necessary humanitarian goods, civilians and goods for civilian purposes is ensured on the roads through the International Committee of the Red Cross.
33 years passed since the 20th January tragedy. In connection with the 33rd anniversary of the bloody massacre committed by the Soviet Empire in Baku, President Ilham visited the Alley of Martyrs on the 20th of January.
In connection with the 33rd year anniversary of the January 20th tragedy, President Ilham paid tribute to those who had sacrificed their lives for the freedom of our country at the Alley of Martyrs. The deployment of the Soviet troops on January 20th against the masses of people who became heroes because of aggression of Armenia, which had territorial claims against our country, and who, by flooding the streets and avenues of Baku, demonstrated their protest to this, led to an unprecedented tragedy in Azerbaijan. The crime committed against peaceful civilians who rose to fight for the territorial integrity of our country, slaughtering and wounding of hundreds of innocent people as a result of mass terror, once again demonstrated the criminal essence of the Soviet regime to the entire world. Unfortunately, since both USSR and the Zan leadership of Azerbaijan were directly involved in the bloody crime, not only they did not take any measures to hold liable the perpetrators, on the contrary, they did everything to cover it up. But on the following day of the January 20th tragedy, the nationwide leader Heydar Aliyev came to the representation of Azerbaijan in Moscow to expose and condemn those who committed this bloody crime. This was received as a sign of support and consolation for our people. The people felt they were not left alone during those anxious days. Shortly afterwards, with the initiative and leadership of the nationwide leader Heydar Aliyev, the Supreme Council of the Nakhchivan Autonomous Republic gave political and legal assessment to the event of November 21st of 1990. Only after the return of the nationwide leader to the office in 1994, the events of the 20th January received political and legal assessment at the state level. So the January 20th tragedy will not only be remembered as a grievous event and mourning day in our memory, its new essence and meaning in the fate and history of our people is more grandiose. The 20th January tragedy also went down in the history of Azerbaijani people as a culmination point of bravery and heroism. Today, the soul of the nationwide leader Heydar Aliyev, the souls of those who had sacrificed their lives for the sovereignty and territorial integrity of our country, rest in peace. Because under the leadership of President, victorious Commander-in-Chief Ilham Aliyev, the glorious Azerbaijani army, putting an end to the 30 years of longing of Azerbaijani people, liberated our lands from the Armenian invasion and created the new reality. The Iron Fist won.
That was all for the week. Thank you for watching us and stay tuned not to miss the next edition of our program.